Hello everyone, it's Jason, and I'm here answering your questions about Zen, meditation, life, your practice, any kind of question. Today is going to be a little bit different, possibly amusing if you know me. But if you don't know me, my name is Jason Quinn. I'm a teacher in the Quantum School of Zen and have been practicing meditation for almost 28 years. And in this video, I'm going to be answering 25 questions. And the point of this is to clear up any illusions that people may have about meditation teachers. But also I want to show how Zen isn't some mysterious or esoteric thing. It's actually something that you can apply to everyday life. Now, I gathered these questions from past emails, conversations that I had with people, live streams. Some of these questions are personal. Some of them have to do with teaching and also about Zen. So let's get into the first question. Are you a vegetarian? If so, why? Yes, I'm currently vegetarian. I think a lot of that has to do with living in Zen centers and being a monk. I lived in Zen centers for almost 11 or 12 years. When I moved out of the Zen center, I was experimenting with different ways of eating and ate some meat, but eventually went back to being a vegetarian. And it wasn't for any moral reason. It just made intuitive sense. Next question, what is your favorite food? I remember somebody asked Maha Ghosananda this question, and he said, my favorite kind of food is the food that digests. But if we're talking about style, I'd have to say Mexican food. I grew up in the Central Valley of California, so Mexican food has always been a warming and comfort food. Do you believe in God? Outside, the sun is shining. Inside, the studio light is bright. If you believe in your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, then God has already appeared. Are you a Buddhist? If understanding my true self and helping this world is Buddhism, then I'm a Buddhist. If understanding your true self and helping this world is Christianity, then I'm a Christian. Next question. Why did you become a Zen teacher? I became a Zen teacher for you. Do you understand that? Do you believe that? You know, if you want to cook rice, you can put it into a rice cooker. So put in the rice, you put in the water, close the lid, set the timer. When the timer goes off, the rice is done. But you want to keep the rice there for a few more minutes. Then the rice is complete and is easier to digest. Do you ever get angry? Of course I get angry. I'm a human being. And I think this is where we get into sometimes we have ideas about spiritual teachers or meditation or Zen teachers. Sometimes we put teachers up on a pedestal and forget that they are a human being. So of course, I feel anger, frustration, sadness, fear. But what's important for me is to digest these experiences and use the energy from these experiences in a way that can help this world. Do you ever get unmotivated to practice meditation? I could say definitely yes. You know, sometimes when we're in a good situation, we may think, I don't need to do meditation. I don't need to put effort into this moment. Everything's fine. This is where Zen Master Sung Song once said that a good situation is a bad situation. So sometimes when things are good, we get lazy. We get too comfortable. But when things are not going so well, this can be a good thing. This can motivate us to practice. So when I experience frustration or sadness or reading the news, I use all of these things as a motivator to practice meditation and also to help clarify the direction in my life. What does Zen and everyday life mean to you? Sitting here on this cushion, answering your question. Don't make Zen special. Zen is everyday life. Lin Chi Zen master once said, "When hungry, eat your rice. When tired, close your eyes. Fools may laugh at me, but the wise know what I mean." What first drew you to Zen practice? I would have to say life happened. Lost my job. Lost my relationship. Couldn't do the thing that I loved. I made a video about why I started practicing Zen. I'll put a link down below and you can check it out. What Zen book do you recommend? The best book that you can ever read about Zen is the book that's already inside of you. It has all the teachings that you need to know. I also heard that No Nonsense Zen for Beginners is good. I'll put a link down below if you're interested. Will you write another book? Absolutely not. Next question. I'm curious about your morning routine. Do you have a daily meditation routine? And if so, what is it like? Yes, I have a morning and meditation routine. Sometimes it changes depending on the situation or what's happening. My current routine, I made a video about that. I'll put a link down below. It goes more into detail. But basically, I do bowing meditation in the morning, sitting meditation, make the kids breakfast meditation, and then get to work. Why did you stop being a monk? People ask me this question from time to time, and in the past, I always felt like I had to give a clear response of why I stopped being a monk. But to be honest, I have no idea. And with most big decisions in my life, it was an intuitive decision. Of course, I thought about it and contemplated it, but that just got me more confused. And with anything, I think it's really important to trust your intuition, because even if something makes sense in your mind, soon it won't. So let intuition navigate the way. What is the most common misconception people have about Zen? That's pretty easy. Thinking that Zen is separate from everyday life. Next question. How do you teach Zen to someone who has no spiritual background? When somebody is hungry, what can you do? When somebody is sad, what can you do? It's very simple. What's the most valuable lesson you learned from being a Zen teacher? I've learned a lot from being a teacher over the years. And one thing that stands out is, for me, not to believe these words. My friend Will Cabot Zen one time invited me to his meditation group. We did some meditation, I gave a talk, and after the talk, Will came to me and said, "Wow, that seemed to go very well. People seem to connect." And I said, "Yeah, I guess so, but the only problem is I started to believe what I was saying." How do you decide what topics to explore in your videos? That's pretty easy to answer. Most of my content comes from you all. People send me questions about Zen and meditation and life, so I have a lot of content to use. Also, sometimes I may see something in the news or maybe going through something that I want to share. and see if there's anything we can learn from it. So thank you all for providing content for this channel. I couldn't do this without you. What's a video or message you're most proud of sharing? I'm not sure if there's a message, but I enjoyed making a lot of videos. And one of my favorite videos was the true meaning of Zen. Because I'm always talking about Zen, explaining things, but you can go on the internet and probably learn a lot of this. So in that video, I didn't open my mouth or explain anything. If you want to watch that video, I'll put a link down below so you can check it out. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel? I think the main reason why I started my YouTube channel was when I moved out of the Zen Center, I was looking for ways to connect with people. As some of you know that I teach in the Quantum Online Sangha, but I was also looking for ways to connect with people who may be interested in Zen, or maybe thought Zen was esoteric. So I wanted to provide content that was kind of down to earth and easy to digest. Who are the teachers that impacted you the most? I'd have to say Zen Master De Kwang, since he was the teacher I spent the most time with, but also my family. My family has been an incredible teacher. But something that really stands out to me is life experiences. Life experiences has taught me the most. And like I mentioned earlier, if we can digest our experiences, no matter how difficult, this can turn into strength and wisdom that we can share with this whole world. Do you believe in karma? If you put water in a pot, turn up the heat, and bring the temperature to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, the water boils. Karma is just cause and effect. Everything has a cause, some conditions that lead to a result. So with our mind, everything we think, say, or do has a natural result. Do you believe in reincarnation? Last night, I ate some noodles. When I woke up in this morning, the energy from these noodles is making this recording. What if someone doesn't believe in meditation? People can believe whatever they want. People can not believe in whatever they want. I think what's more interesting is, what is this thing that believes? What is it that doesn't believe? I think this question is more helpful. What is your favorite quote? Wow, there's a lot of quotes that have inspired me, but I think one that really stands out is from Zen Master Sung Song. Are you using your karma to help other people, or is your karma using you? Okay, last question. What is one thing you hope people get from your teaching? I really do hope that these teachings and videos are not just creating more ideas to believe in or to create a new philosophy for your life. I really hope these teachings inspire people to practice, to really investigate this life closely. And from doing that, finding more clarity and purpose to share with others, our friends, our families, our loved ones. Something that we can share with this whole world. I hope this video was helpful. You can let me know by liking this video, share this video with someone, or put a comment down below. Also, if you have more questions about Zen, meditation, life, any kind of question, go ahead and put it down in the comments. Okay, everyone, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you very soon.